looks decent. Get everything over here. Oh, we've already got somebody in here, huh? Not exactly sure how long this live is going to be because it's way hotter than what it was yesterday. So, the phone might overheat if we don't have some wind. There we go. There's a little bit of a breeze. Oh, is that a lure? See a lure in the water. I'm gonna try to get it. Yo, what's up? That wind might keep me from getting it. They don't look like one of the type of lures I like to use anyway. We'll just leave it. More fishing, yep. That's all we do here is fish. I went ahead and started the live early just so we could paddle up. They got the river ultra low today, so when I get to where I'm going, nope, same ones as yesterday, just made it easier to just go ahead and bring what I had yesterday so I can get right to fishing instead of trying to set up some new rods. They're still doing construction over there, so it's going to probably be loud, but it's not a big deal. Can you be a moderator? Well, I need to see you in my lives for a while before I give moderator, just because I gave moderator to some people before and they started messing my channel up, so I need to get to know you first. Yeah, Chattahoochee River. I live on this river. It makes it super easy. But you keep coming into my lives and I get to know you better. We'll definitely talk about being a moderator. I still need a few. Woo. I didn't realize that current was right there. Checking this spot real quick, because yesterday when I got off the live, no sooner did I get off the live that a school of bass came up around me chasing shad. I hooked a couple, but they were short striking just like everything else. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you. We have fun. I'm going to try to go live as much as I can this week before I start my other job again next week. Once I get done with that job, because it's going to be about a 3-week job. Once I get done with it, I'll be able to start going live every week. Seeing a lot of lures down here today, but they're all like junk. It's not worth me trying to fiddle around with. If I see a big swim bait, we'll go for it. This is the Chattahoochee River. We're right here in Columbus, Georgia. It's normally not this noisy, but they're doing construction on the Riverwalk. Let's see, I gotta get past these rapids real quick. If you're new here and you like fishing, please subscribe to the channel. Give my live stream a like. Let YouTube know that you like what you see, and that way they'll help spread it to other people. I'll be in a spot to fish here in a second. I just got to get past these rapids. You'll probably see, you can see that I'm starting to hit them now from behind me. It's a little bit of pain in the butt to get past this spot real quick. But we should be in a better area once we get past it. Ooh, I appreciate all the likes on here. It's Columbus, Georgia. Who's that? Yo, what up? What's going on? I appreciate it. I need all the luck I can get. And anytime you can fish, it's already a good day. What kind of bait am I using? I'm going to be using a lot of flukes right now. This time of year, the fish really love chasing flukes. I got a company, Pandemic Plastics. They sent me some. And the colors they make, my fish in this area love them. Yeah, I don't play that smack. There's going to be a bunch of fish jumping around me. Oh, Sassy Chad. They work sometimes out here. I really like the flukes and the big swim baits. Big swim baits do really good out here. This is just not really the time of year for it. The fish is following me. It wouldn't surprise me. We have a lot of carp in this area. They'll get up behind you. Make you dinner. I think because they're doing that, I'm gonna wait to fish this spot. We're gonna go where I was hooking the big spotted bass yesterday. I'm in Columbus, Georgia, down here, doing a lot of bass fishing the last couple days because that's what's in my area. I will be doing some big cat fishing here soon. Trout, yeah, that's another thing that I want to get. Probably, I don't know about this year. Maybe next year I'll do some trout fishing. I've been wanting to catch one. I've fished for them 2 or 3 times in my life, and I've just never been able to get one. Okay. Nope, that's gross. Split tail grubs, yeah, grubs do really good. I think I'm out of grub, to be honest with you. We do have gators, so I mean, I haven't really seen one up this way in a long time, so I'm really not too worried about them. If you go further downstream, you see a lot of them. Yep, so Chattahoochee. Basketball, nope, I'm not much of a sports person. I put everything I have in my life into fishing. I don't care. I do watch football, but I don't like football as much as I like fishing, so. I think we'll come back to this spot. We're gonna fish this backside real quick. There's a breeze. There we go, that feels good. Gator following me. Well, I haven't seen a gator in this area in 20-something years, so I highly doubt it. Once they put in the whitewater rapids like you see behind me, they quit coming up this way. They don't like all the swimmers and kayakers. Now, if I was to go downstream past the bridge, you'd see a bunch of them. That's because the kayakers don't normally go that far down. All right, while we're in shallow, I'm gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to get my fluke on real quick. Be kind of cool if there was a gator following me. I'd love to see one. We should drift over to a shallow area real quick to give me a chance to rig my lure up. Yeah, this is my favorite one right here. All right, let me get turned back around. We'll get positioned up there. Yeah. They actually hunt them over here. I see guys post every year catching some big ones. I think they shot like a 13 or 14 footer not too long ago during whenever their hunting season is. That's the Synovus building. It's a bank. I've just been doing this a long time. I've been kayaking for years. I'm not an expert, but I'm good enough to, you know, handle these waters. It's not too bad over here normally. Good eating? Oh yeah, I love eating gator. Ooh, that was a big fish right there. I'm actually, so something I didn't do yesterday that I'm actually going to do today. I'm going to put some of this fish attractant on the lure. Make it smell like a bait fish to them. I don't like getting it on my hand though. This stuff is gross. It sticks to everything. You gonna sub and like? I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Right now, I'm fishing my local river just because that's what I can do since I'm about to start a big paint job, because that's what we do for a living is paint. But once I get done with that job, I'll be able to do more lives weekly because I'm literally right on the doorstep of making this permanent. You know, because I do a lot on TikTok and stuff. I got a decent following on there. Chainsaw, yeah, that's why I'm over here instead of over there. They're cutting the brick off of that wall over there because the last flood we had, oh, there's a bass hitting it right there. Come on, get it, buddy. The last flood we had knocked that wall down. They've got to replace all the bricks. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'd take all the likes I could get and follows. Come on, little bass. I seen you come up for it. Surprised there was a little one sitting right there. I'm just gonna let myself drift towards the whitewater while we cast out in it, see if we can't get one of them stripes or hybrids. We get floods every year here. So what happens when the rain first starts at the beginning of the year, our river is so small in this area, it cannot handle a ton of water. So they just release all of it. And so everything you see in the background will be underwater for like days. I actually was catfishing this year from the road because everything was underwater. Well, this year, it got so high, it knocked the bricks got soggy and fell off the wall. So that's what they're trying to fix it. Personally, I mean, I know they're trying to make it look good for the city, but personally, I wouldn't worry about it. They should go with something else because it's going to wash it right back off. Yeah, it's a good day. Let me get back in position. We'll cast again. It's the only bad thing about this spot is I got to fight the current while I fish, but if we hook a good fish, it'll be worth it. That cool weather we've had last couple days brought the water temperature down, and it's got the bass actually wanting to eat for once. You know, because our water temperature was over 90 degrees just, well, shoot, just last week, I think. Yeah, yeah, the Chattahoochee's, this area of the Chattahoochee's known for some pretty rough stuff. What's up, dude? Let's see if I can. We already had one bite. There's a little bass though. He wasn't big. Not big enough to worry about. I'm wanting something, you know, at least a couple pounds. When they're like that big, it's not really. I don't even like counting it hardly. But oh, that was a good hit. Good Lord, well, he's still after it. That was a big fish. I don't know what that was. I'm gonna get turned back around. That might have actually been a little stripe. We got fish hitting, y'all. I don't know what that was. I mean, he exploded on it. I'm hoping they're not so aggressive. They missed the lure constantly like yesterday. That was a pain in the butt. There we go. Good to see a good hit though. Almost spooked me a little bit. My favorite fish is a bass. Oh, I looked at the screen. I don't think he had the hook though. Let me get back turned around. I think it's a spotted bass. I looked at the screen and missed the hit. Hope it's not gar again either. That's a pain in the butt. Them darn gar will hit just about anything. You'll think you have a giant fish. It'll be a daggum gar holding your lure. Ah, you good? You good? This is part of it. You're gonna miss fish looking at the screen and stuff. It ain't no big deal. Just glad we're getting some action. Try speeding it up. See if they want it fast. Oh, great. Now they're doing construction on that side. Jesus, I can't get away from them. You need an anchor? Yeah, it's not really a good place to anchor right here. You lose a lot of anchors. Catch a lot of misses? Yeah, tell me about it. It's the only downside to using a fluke. You get a lot of hits, but you get a lot of misses too. I got a little crystal minnow I'm gonna throw here in a second. It's got trebles on it. As a matter of fact, let me try it real quick and see. How do you have your phone set up? So I've got a easy pole mounted to a bar on my kayak track, and that's what holds the phone. Seriously. All right, let's try this real quick. See if that actually makes a difference. I know sometimes if they don't get that single hook a lot, you can swap over to a treble bait and get hooked up. Make sure it's tight too. Plus, this will be something different. They've done seen that lure a few times in a row. Maybe bringing this smaller bait through there that looks different will get the new hit. Oh, he hit it right there. He hit it right by the boat. That's what I was talking about. You swap over to a treble bait, and a lot of times, let me see if I can't get him under control before I show him to you. Little stripe. I'm actually going to let him tire out a little bit because that's a lot of treble hooks. And just like that, he grabbed her right beside the kayak as I was picking the lure up out of the water. Need a little bit more slack. There we go. Whoa, you tried, you little jerk. It's the only thing I don't like about treble hooks in the kayak. Give me a second, I'll show him to you. It's a good little guy. So that tells me there's stripes and hybrids in the area, so that's good. So he's not big, he's maybe a pound, maybe. He's just a little guy. Get out of here. All right, get this. Told you if they were missing the single hook, you swap to that treble hook bait right behind it. A lot of times you get the fish. Let me get paddled back up over there. There's still a few more fish in that spot. What's that? Where am I fishing? This Columbus, Georgia on the Chattahoochee River. That was an actual stripe. That wasn't a hybrid. Although, I think the bigger one that hit earlier was a hybrid. As a little baby striper. Been catching a lot of little stripers in this area here lately, which is good, I guess. Good to see some smaller ones making their way upstream. Catch them same there, yeah. Yeah. Up there in New York, y'all get the big stripes. We don't get them giant down here. 20 pounds is definitely the biggest. I mean, they'll put it in a newspaper. You catch one 20, 21 here. Huh. Oh, let me pull up right here. I wonder if I can, I mean, it's going to be kind of hard to position myself where I don't float. Yeah, current's trying to drag me forward. I wish I had like a, maybe that's what I need to bring is like a bungee, where I can bungee myself to these rocks. That may not be a bad idea. Let's see if I can throw a leg over. I got a leg on the rock to hold me here for a second. How come? What's that? Don't wear shades? Well, my sunglasses broke. I got to get some new ones. I know the camera's kind of weird angles because I've got my leg propped up on a rock over here to keep me from moving so I can make some casts right here real quick. If we hook something big, I'm gonna have to push off the rock and let myself drift down. It's usually what I do here with the big catfish I catch. Oh, striped bass. As a matter of fact, let me just let go of the rock. It's too annoying. I can't fish, hold the rock, and read the comments. Woo, itch. Let's see. 20 miles north. Gotcha. Yeah, them darn Walmart sunglasses don't ever last very long, though. That's the only thing that sucks. They last about 1 year, and I get, you know, if I buy a pair of sunglasses every year, then I might as well just save up and get a really good pair that'll last me, you know, 10, 12 years. The reason why I don't have any sunglasses is a buddy of mine I was fishing with ran his boat into one of the dams in Tennessee and knocked everything onto the floor. And then he stepped on my glasses. It's the pair of sunglasses I bought for myself, and I bought a matching pair for my wife when we got married. I'd had them for 9 years. Crushed them. He absolutely crushed them. There's a big fish right there. Hold on. What y'all popping at? Wow, the bass are really, really active today. They were really active yesterday too. It's got to be this little bit of cooler water coming in. Well, I mean, they lasted 9 years. If my buddy hadn't stepped on them, I'd still have them. They were definitely the best pair of sunglasses I think I had ever had. They were Costas. I mean, I was in windstorms and all kinds of stuff and never scratched the lens, nothing. There we go. A little bitty old bass chasing this lure. A little bitty guy. Nice shirt, I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't mind paying for a good pair of glasses, but they gotta last. I mean, I do know there's some expensive brands out there. They don't last very long. I think after this cast, I might do one more cast, and then we'll move down a little bit and try a different spot. There's still fish here, but this spot gets hammered by people so much. A lot of times these fish get kind of spooked after you catch one. Y'all can see what I'm throwing at right there. Oh, I love seafood. That's one reason why I fish down in Panama City so much. It's not just the fishing, the food's great. Crab legs and all that stuff. Every year for Thanksgiving, me and my family, we do crab legs instead of a turkey. I'm gonna back right in. Yep. Yeah, seafood is definitely my favorite. I love sushi. Sushi is like my favorite thing to eat. Let's see. Should be about, here we go. I should be able to cast for a second right here. Letting it drift and working it back. Letting it drift lets it get down a little bit lower too. I think some of them are down there. Come on. Alrighty. We're gonna take a shot downstream now. What it's been about maybe an hour now? No, it's only been 30 minutes. I'm looking at my camera. I've only been live 30 minutes. We got one fish. We missed a couple. They're still hitting ultra aggressive and they're just overshooting the baits. I'm not sure why. Like, it doesn't really make sense. The only thing I can think of is there's a small pod of shad. And if there's any shad, they're probably just being ultra aggressive trying to get some of them. Because this time of year, the shad normally move downstream and they don't come back up. And this is a huge shad eatery here. That's like 90% of what they eat. Uh-oh, there's a fish hitting it. Come on. I seen you chase it. It's the only thing that's weird about them. They hit on a lure here once and then they back off. But that's just because this area is so overfished a lot of times. Oh, he's all over. Come on, man. little spotted bass wanted it that time. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to get positioned and I'm going to throw the bait with the treble hooks again. They're just overshooting the big hook in this plastic. So, ow. Oh, well, if I don't do that, it's hung up on. Oh, the knot got caught. Let's see if we can get him on this. Make sure my drag's tight. I don't know how big that fish was. Shot. It's what I love, man. Oh, Whopper Plopper? Was that? Yeah, I love those. Those do good out here. The only bad thing about them is the hawks and the ospreys will try to steal them off the river. They'll dive on them. You'll about hook a big giant bird. Okay, maybe he don't want the little crystal minnow. Oh, we might have a picky fish. Hey, what's up? Thanks for coming in, y'all. Turn so I can actually work the lure correctly. There's always a good fish sitting right here in front of this little smallmouth. Oh yeah. Yeah, they love the top water stuff big time. Although I think most of the smallmouth that I've caught have been on plastics. Let me give this fish a break for a second. Let's throw it up into the channel and see what we can pull out of the fast water. Morning top water, yeah. I'm actually in the mood to go try for some smallmouth too. I haven't been for smallmouth in a long time. Might have messed with, hold on, let me see. Maybe that's what's going on. I'll tell you what I'll do here in a minute too. If I don't get another fish on this fluke, we'll take that one bait off and we'll put a paddle tail. Paddle tails do crazy good out here, little swim baits. I got one with me too. It's the last one in the pack. There's my lure. It almost makes me want to put the paddle tail on. Rooster tails do really good too. You can catch just about anything you want on a rooster tail, no joke. My sister, she'll put a rooster tail on and I've seen her catch everything from bass all the way up to, she's caught big carp on a rooster tail. Oh! We got one that time. Well, it feels like a good fish. Oh, I think we got a big hybrid. Let me get the net ready. This is a bigger fish. Ooh. Oh, come on. He's barely hooked too. No. Oh gosh, let me get him on this side. Or try to anyway. In the net, big fish, much better. Holy crap. Let me, chill out, buddy. Let me paddle. I'm gonna paddle over real fast into a safer spot where I'm not having to worry about the channel. And I'm gonna show you, that's a much bigger fish. It's a 5-6 pound fish. I don't know if you heard my reel go off, man. I thought that thing said, wow. Let me get over here next to the beach real fast. I'm just gonna beach myself so I can handle him safely. Here we go. There we go. All right, let's. Woo! Yeah, that's a good fish. Let me get this out. All right, I need you to relax. That's the only thing I hate about these daggum nets. The hook gets all caught up in it. 1 second, y'all. It's a good fish. Look at that. Hook barely was in. That's a much better fish. Look at that thing, man. Hybrid. Told y'all that's what hit earlier. Let me put him back real quick because these fish don't do well out of water for very long. All right, go. Whew. Dang, dude. He smoked that thing. Yeah, I knew that wasn't no spotted bass when my drag took off like that. Need to tighten that down a little bit more. There we go. All right, how was that for a good fish? Let me see, we move, put the net back. I'm actually gonna extend the handle out on it. That was a pain in the butt in that current. All right, let me turn around. Appreciate it, thank you. I appreciate all the subs and the likes. Let me just make sure he's good. Want to make sure he swam off strong because they can actually fight in this warm water until that they don't swim good. You got to work with them, but he did swim off. It's always good to just check with your stripes and your hybrids because they will literally fight until they kill themselves. So you need to get them in quick, look at them quick, and then let them go quick. I don't think so. Is it the one that I liked? I'm gonna put some more of that smell good stuff on here too. They seem to really like that. There we go. There we go. We'll go get positioned back up. I know there's some more fish right there. Heck yeah, that's a good fish. That's way better than what we caught yesterday. So we already got two. To give me a chance to hit this spot over here again. Oh yeah, that's it. I was gonna try to message you my address, but I couldn't. I didn't see anything where I could message you. Try this other current here where we had that one fish hit earlier. Apparently the hybrids are eating today. Hybrid, a little stripe, missed a couple of hybrids. I'm pretty sure that's what hit earlier was hybrids now. Just because of how explosive the hits were. Okay, yeah. All right, let's get back over there and hit that spot again because there was a lot more fish over there. Well, it'd be nice to get a big old 20-pounder, wouldn't it? What time is it here? It's 12:24. I tried to get out of here on the river earlier today, and I still got out here late. Good fishing, yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. There's still more over here hitting too. I guarantee you, we'll get some more hits. If I can get this kayak to quit being stupid. Yeah, he nailed that fluke. I didn't even have to set the hook. He set the hook on himself. Oh yeah. So, I mean, if there's hybrids and stripes up here, then there's got to be some shad in the area. As a matter of fact, I see the herrings over there getting ready to eat. They do that when the shad are running. So there's got to be a small pond here, because right now they wouldn't even be in this area. They go downstream when the shad leave. So this cool weather, I guess it brought another little pond back. So Chattahoochee River, I'm over here at Columbus, Georgia. Was in between Columbus, Georgia and Phoenix City, Alabama. Make sure my drag's good, set tight this time. A little bit looser than I thought it was. Here in a minute, we might put the paddle tail on. I guarantee you, if we're catching them on this fluke, we'll get them on the paddle tail. Might do that here when I get this lure in. I might go ahead and paddle back over to a safe spot. As a matter of fact, I think that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna tie the little paddle tail on real quick. Got 5 bluegill, huh? I love old bluegill. That's one of the best tasting fish in the world. Largemouth? Yeah, actually I do. I actually throw giant swim baits for largemouth. Am I gonna sit on this rock, or is it gonna move me? We'll try sitting here for a second, see how it does. Yeah, I've caught a bunch of big largemouth. Not so much from here. I think the biggest from here is only like 5-6 pounds. Y'all give me a second. I'm gonna put these up. I want to get this paddle tail out and rigged up real quick, and then I'll keep paying attention to what's going on. How much was the kayak? I want to say this kayak was like $700 back when we bought it, which was a long time ago. There we go. I almost got a feeling I'm gonna catch one on first cast with this swim bait. All right. Almost done, y'all. We're back to fishing. This is Jig Pro makes this swim bait. It's their new swim bait. This is a little 3.5 inch. I was actually hooking tarpon on this in Panama City last week. All right, here we go. Seen some 3 5-pounders, but my PB was what was that? 16? Yeah, that's a monster. I've hooked some that big and lost them. My biggest one is, I got 2 that weighed exactly the same, 12 pounds, 8 ounces. I've caught dozens in the 8 to 11 pound range. But I haven't caught any giant bass, any largemouth like that in a couple of years. Last big largemouth I caught was 8 pounds. I think it was like 8 pounds even. It was on a Savage Gear Suicide Duck. Get repositioned real quick. We'll put that paddle tail out there. Just got your kayak used for 140 bucks. Yeah, so there's a lot of people selling kayaks right now, used ones. You do better coming off getting used kayaks right now than you do getting a new one, because so many people are trying to get rid of them. Very tiny, yeah. Let's see. Waiting to see if we get a hit over here on this little paddle tail. Last couple of weeks I've caught one right here on this same paddle tail, so I'm almost curious to see if I can make it happen again. Yeah, because they stay stacked up over there. It's just getting them to turn around and hit the bait. Any channels I've seen catch fish? Just beginning fishing? Now's a good time to get started. The weather is starting to cool off, so the fish are going to start feeding really good here soon. Wintertime, like fall and winter, is when you catch your big fish. That's when like trophy hunting starts. At least it does for me. Big catfish, big bass, all that good stuff. Less than 1 pound. Well, good news is that's easy to beat. It won't take much to get something bigger than that. What I like about fishing is you just never know when it's going to happen. You'll be fishing, not paying attention, and then all of a sudden you'll hook a monster. Especially in areas you didn't even think they were in. 5 pounder that won't bite, I believe it. August, September. I actually want to go up to New York and like Jersey and all that stuff and try some bank fishing, surf fishing for the giant stripes. I've always wanted to do that with the big top waters. shoot, old paddle tail over this way. September. Yeah, September does really good over here too. Once the summer weather is pretty much over, the fishing gets good over here again. It's just not as good as during the springtime. During the spring is when, like, the fishing is incredible here. We go back to the fluke. They may not want this over here. On the other side, I know the paddle tail will do really, really good. My goal is to catch... Oh, to catch that stupid 5-pounder? Yeah, I bet. Yeah, my grandmother, she used to have a big old bass, would sit under her dock, would never hit anything. We all would get so mad at that fish. Oh, there was a hit. Yeah, they want the fluke today. I guess they're not really too interested in the paddle tail. Maybe it's because it's a bigger lure. Huh. I don't know why they choosing the paddle tail over, the fluke over the paddle tail, but whatever, we'll keep throwing it to them. There's a super small pond in my house. Oh yeah, ponds will be full of fish. Some of the biggest fish I've ever seen have come out of little cattle ponds. They're just sitting in there gorging. Try a shot back that way where we caught that other one a second ago. Come on, fish. There we go. I guess it's just gonna be a fluke day today. Well, that's all right. I love catching them on a fluke, though. Are there trolls? Okay. If you say so, bud, this is actually it could be a really nice river. I add Down East as a mod. I know him. I'll add a couple of y'all as mods, and I'm gonna keep an eye on you. If you do crazy stuff to my channel, like some of the mods I've had in the past, I'll remove you. There's old Yak Shore. I didn't realize you was in here, bud. Oh, Big Mike, what's up? Come on, fish. Appreciate it, thank you. Yeah, it's hard to keep track of all that stuff. Oh, I done messed my camera up now. There we go, let's see how that does. Hard to manage that while trying to paddle and fish. See if there's a bass up against these rocks right here. Wow, I guess I didn't realize it because the sun was covered up. It was cloudy. Man, it's actually really daggum crystal clear out right now. I could see, man, I could see like 8 foot down or more. Hold on one second. Shoot, I could see over the rod. Yeah, it's all good. There's a couple more that I'm gonna add as moderators here in a little bit that I know. I try to only add people that I know. So if I make you moderator, you're on a trial period. If you do anything crazy to mess up my channel, like I've had some do in the past, I'll remove you. Ooh, that was a big fish behind me. There's got to be shad here because they're popping all around me. I think what's crazy is, you know, right here, I would have already had a daggum spotted bass or something, but it's all been hybrids. Hybrids and that one striped bass. Huh. Guess the old spotted bass got spooked out. Get y'all out of the direct sun. Can't hardly see my screen. The sun's got it blacked out right now. I was hoping the sun would stay out, stay away for a little while so we don't overheat. So if the live ends really quick, probably because the phone overheated. I got to get a phone cooler. Oh, that was a fish right there. That was a little guy though, he wasn't big. That may have been the spotted bass. Being mod so important. Back up to see if I can. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I actually feel bad for you mods because, like, that puts responsibility. Jesus, this water is so clear. Like I said, I guess I just wasn't paying attention. It is so clear. Black screen. Hold on, it's overheating. There we go. How's it look now? Good? Sweet. Yeah, it did that yesterday too. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think the marketing team of Okuma just got back from there fishing for salmon or something. I'm not sure. Some kind of awesome northern fish. Let me try up in these rapids and see what we can do. I've never had any luck pulling big bass out of these rapids right here. It's always down below it. I catch the big catfish out of there. I think they turned the water on a little bit. An albino mahi would be incredible. I've seen that piebald catfish about a month ago in Tennessee that guy caught, and that thing looked wicked. I can only imagine something like a mahi being like albino or piebald. The plastic boat battalion, huh? Yeah, this ain't even the good kayak. This is just the one that I borrow from my sister to come down here. My big kayak is the one that I take like offshore fishing for like the black drum, sharks, that kind of stuff. Dang, I gotta take this reel apart. I got sand in it yesterday and I thought I got it all out. Now it's acting weird. Guess I gotta take you all the way apart, buddy. You just looked it up, so there has been one caught. That's sick. Albino anything is awesome. I've caught one albino catfish, a little bitty channel cat, years and years ago, with solid pink with bright red eyes. It was an actual true albino. But that's the only thing I've ever personally caught. And I seen that guy catch a piebald in Tennessee about a month ago or 3 weeks ago. He was literally in a boat like 30 foot from me as a fishing guide. He put this like 8-year-old kid on a big catfish, and it ended up being a piebald. It's like a 24-pound piebald blue cat. It looked like a dairy cow. It was just like white and black splotches. It was the coolest looking fish. Yeah, they done let a little bit of water out. This current's done changed a little bit. Should be okay though. The fish should still bite in it. Here in a second, we're gonna move around to the other side and fish the actual rapids. That's my last cast over here. Then we're gonna move. Oh, Wicked Tuna. Yeah, I've watched them for years. Oh, all right. Current grabbed me, so we're just gonna let ourselves drift with the current. I just hit a little shad, so that's what they're eating, is these little shad. I just spooked some. Well, now we know what they're eating. Confirmed shad in the area. You subscribe to me, I appreciate it. Yeah, if anybody wants to subscribe, please do it. Help me grow. I appreciate it. Oh, that was a good spotted bass. Come on back for it, buddy. He's still after it. Did you quit chasing it? Yeah, I bet he quit chasing it. Let me throw right back over there before we drift over him. I'd like to catch a little nice spotted bass today. All right, don't give up already, buddy. Wow, these old spotted bass are giving up pretty quick today, not like yesterday. Yesterday, they were chasing lure all over the place. What's that? Albino bluefin tuna? Yeah, that's wild. I seen so my favorite are the melanistic and the lunistic. I seen a guy caught a lunistic. I think that's how you pronounce it, a lunistic lemon shark down in Florida about a month or so ago. That is probably the coolest fish I've ever seen. Let's see. Beautiful, yeah. Yeah, it ended up being a good day today. It's not as cool as yesterday though, but the water is still cool, so the fish are kind of biting. Woo! I thought that was a gun just then. That was that construction guy. Come on, where you at, little fish? There's usually one little bass right here. Oh, the current's actually pulling me backwards upstream. Weird. Albino largemouth bass, yeah, those are cool. We actually have melanistic gar here, long-nosed gar. They're solid black. They look neat. I think, oh, current's holding me right here. We'll fish it for a second. I'll try the little paddle tail real quick. And then we'll move over to the actual big rapids and see if we can't get some stripes or hybrids out of there, because there's usually one or two hiding in there. Well, now the current's spinning me. You know, let's just go, we'll just go fish the rapids. I really want to try there, dude. A million subs. I don't know about that. Maybe one day we'll hit 10,000. I had a bigger following on TikTok, but TikTok has been weird, so I decided if they're not gonna treat me right over there, I'm gonna move all of my live streams over here to YouTube. You know, because I've got almost 40,000 on TikTok. But they've been really weird over there, so trying to grow over here and get this YouTube channel higher. So if we can hit 10,000 subs one day, I'll be pretty proud of that. You know, having 10,000 subscribers on YouTube is like having 50,000 on TikTok. Well, you're home now, right? Oh, come on, little fish. That was a little bass. Come on, man. As the only downside, y'all can't see when the fish hits my lure. I just show y'all the fight and hold it up. I'm getting a bunch of little baby bass like that coming up and just grabbing the tail of this thing. They're not much bigger than the fluke. All right, let's get positioned over here and see if we can't hit a big striper hybrid. Yeah, I appreciate all the subs and all the likes on my live stream. My streams are getting better and better. I know weekdays are kind of weird, but I should be able to start doing weekend lives too, and hopefully we can grow on there. Get some bigger live streams going. You never know. All right, we're headed towards the actual main rapids here. This is where the big fish are usually hiding at. So if we've caught a couple of hybrids and stripes, then there's probably some over here as well. Let's get this stupid kayak to quit trying to drift backwards. Only thing I don't like about this kayak's design is it wants to turn you around backwards into the channel. You can't just let yourself drift. Let's see. I'm gonna paddle backwards just a little bit. Let's see. Gonna go eat breakfast. All right. Chattahoochee River. Yep. Let me back up. I'm gonna throw into the actual rapids. See what's hiding over here by the rocks, and then we'll hit the actual main channel. Actually, we'll just go ahead and hit that main channel. Yeah, what's up, Joe? I didn't realize you'd snuck in here. Already caught one, you know, smaller striped bass, and then one really nice hybrid, dude. And I've lost 3 or 4 others. They just hitting behind the lure. They're not getting a good hit on it. I don't know if you were in here for that big hybrid, but that was pretty cool. Here we go. I ought to be able to hit entertainment. Yeah. maybe a little bit. It may not be the best entertainment in the world. All right, little hybrids, where y'all hiding at? I know you're here. This is a really, really good spot for the hybrids, the stripes, and actually catfish. I caught several nice blue cats over here this year. All right, we're going to give the fluke a break. I'm going to do the paddle tail again. This spot right here normally does pretty good for the paddle tails. Woo, that sun coming out. Nice spot, yeah, it's really nice. Here in a second, when I get my lure in, I'll spin the kayak so you can kind of get a look at everything I'm fishing right here. Give you a little slow spin so you can kind of see what the area is like that I'm fishing. You can see the rapids, that's what I'm throwing into back there. Yeah, that's where all the good fish are at. Let me get close enough so I can bounce this little paddle tail off the bottom over here. For any of y'all that know, watch D Almighty, this is where I met him at. He was right here. Me and him were trying to find one of the local guys' fishing poles that got knocked off into the river. Yeah, he's a pretty cool cat. Surprised I don't see him out here doing stuff today. Today's one of them days where you would see him out here. I think we're gonna move and get repositioned. Da, da, da. Yep, every day. Talking about the gator gar. We're gonna paddle over here and get repositioned to hit it from a different direction. They don't seem to be wanting it going against the flow. They might want it like yesterday, going down with it. I see the old rocks I can wedge myself into so I can get a couple of casts up in there. There we go. We're wedged into the rocks right now. So I should be able to fish all of this without having to worry about moving, unless I want to move. We look at giant fish that start smoking us downstream, I'll push off these rocks real quick. Well, they may be like yesterday, don't want the paddle tail. We try the fluke. I'm telling you, it's hard to beat a fluke in the Chattahoochee River. Everything eats the fluke. Gar, bass. I've had brim come up and hit at them. Let's see. Yeah, this is my favorite spot to fish when the water's up just a little bit more. It don't have to be quite this low, just a little bit higher. I could come over here with my fly rod and catch striped bass. You talk about fun on a fly rod, man, it is absolutely wild. Oh, the swim bait video, yeah. Biggest bass I've caught on a swim bait here lately has been 6 pounds. I haven't caught any super giants in a long time. I'm ready to get another double-digit bass. What's that? I need it. Let's go. Try out here in the channel. One thing I like about these flukes that I'm using, they are heavy. You can throw these bad boys a long ways with no weight. No weight whatsoever. Our bass. The bass from a river are always going to be stronger than like a lake. Yeah, anything you catch from a river or the ocean is going to be way stronger than what you catch in a lake, because the ones in a lake are not having to fight an actual current all the time. But you get the bigger bass from lakes because they don't have to work so hard all the time, so they keep that weight on. That's when you get like the really big, really fat double-digit bass, you know. There's a few places that are public rivers that still have big double-digit bass, but they have large areas where they can get out of the current and they can just pack on weight, get chunky and happy. Areas like this, you don't see too many giants because they're always fighting the current, but they'll fight so much harder. Starting to get kind of surprised. Where y'all at? They were pretty thick over there. They should be here. This is the better oxygenated waters right here. Huh. Let me move from this spot and paddle down a little bit. Yeah. Should I let you go much anymore? I'll have better lives coming up. These are okay. We're at least bass fishing, having fun, but here soon I'll be able to do lives out on the ocean, stuff like that. Y'all see giant black drum, sharks, all that good stuff. I've got a big job coming up that's going to take us about 2-3 weeks to complete, so you won't see me doing very many lives during that time. But then after, I'll be hot and heavy on the lives again. There we go. We're getting washed up on a shallow rock right here. I can kind of work this area a little better. If it don't flip me, it's rocking me pretty hard. Let's see. Let's see. Only in ponds, yeah. You get people that are like snobs about it. They're like, oh, you only catch big fish. Oh, oh, he come up and hit it right then. you only catch fish from ponds. Man, I don't care where you catch fish from. As long as you're catching them and having fun, it don't matter. What is this? Is this a... I think we got another hybrid. In the net. Oh, it's... Oh, man. I think it's about the same size as the other one. Hold on one second. Let me get out of this current before we get washed into the bad spot. Actually, you know what? Let me do it like this. I got my pole in the way is what the problem is. Yeah, we just got another big one. I seen him flash at it. I dropped it back to him. He looked a lot smaller than what he was. Yeah, let me get to a little bit safer spot and I'll show him to you. Ah. All right, chill, buddy. Yeah, that's a good fish. It's a really good fish. Ouch. All right, dude, I can't... This one might actually be a stripe. Oh, we'll get a good look at him in a second. Nah, I think it's a hybrid. Oh yeah, look at this thing, man. Much better fish. Huh? Look at that. Let me get him back real quick. I don't need these fish. Oh, yo, he's ready to go. Go. All right, big dog. Oh, the big hybrids are hitting today. How about that? It's because the water cooled off a good bit from these storms. Let me get this situated so and I'll look at y'all's comments and stuff. Man, that was a good fish right there. Yep, nice hybrid. Let me get repositioned. I knew they were over here. The current that slid me up on this shallow rock. Gotta fight the current. There we go. I don't care if it drifts me where I'm facing the spot. Oh man, that was a good one. Let's see if I can't get drifted back up on this shallow rock so I can hit this spot again. Yeah, I seen a flash as I was talking. And I was like, I don't even know if I want to tell them I missed one again because I've missed so many fish yesterday and today. But I dropped it back and I seen him swipe at it again and I felt him. It's good to see that they're still in the area right now. That cool weather and definitely brought them back. A couple more days of it being warm like today, they won't be here. Yeah, that was a nice catch. I'm happy with that. That's 2 big fish today. That one was a lot longer. Wasn't quite as thick as the other one, but that was a lot wider and a lot longer. That was definitely a better fish. There's still, I guarantee you, there's still some over here too. There's always, if there's one, there's usually like 20 of them. Just getting them to bite. stripers in your lake. They're all monsters. That's nice. Yeah, this we definitely get a lot bigger hybrids in general than we do stripes here. Every once in a while somebody catches a monster stripe, you know, but the majority of the time it's smaller stripes and really big fat hybrids, just chunky hybrids. A buddy of mine, she caught a 16-pound stripe this year. Was pretty stellar. She kayaked out here to the rocks and was fishing off the rocks, caught a big stripe. I'm in the Chattahoochee River here near Columbus, Georgia. Get positioned a little bit better so I can work the channel a little better. Here we go. Yeah, it's the Chattahoochee River. That's Columbus, Georgia, right here in front of me. What you see behind me is Phoenix City, Alabama. I appreciate all the subscribers and all the likes. Please like the live stream for me. Let YouTube know you appreciate it, so they'll share it out to more people. And please subscribe to me if you're new here. Help me grow. Doing a lot of growing here lately because of y'all, and I appreciate it. Hopefully I can show y'all some bigger fish in the future. Not just bass, but big stripes and big black drum, big sharks. You know, I fish for everything. I think next year I'm going to try to take a trip to Upper Tennessee. We're going to try for some muskie. This lure keeps wanting to skip. I need it to sink. I think he done messed the front of it up. Yep. Pull it up a little bit. There we go. What's that? You do catfishing as well? Oh yeah, I catch giant catfish. I caught a bunch of good flatheads out of this river this year. I've caught some 40s and 50s up in Tennessee, big flatheads, big blue cats. Caught some, you know, biggest one was a 55-pound flathead I caught from my kayak. I'll be actually catfishing in Tennessee hopefully in about a month. I got to finish that job, but once I finish it, we'll be up in Tennessee. We'll be bank fishing for the giant blue cats. Almost needs like a little bite on weight. It wants to keep jumping now. Yeah, I do a lot of catfishing. I just haven't had a chance to here recently because, well, the water got so hot they all moved downstream. I haven't caught a catfish in this area in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. All right, let's try the paddle tail. Give the fluke a break again. Yeah, but I fish for everything. We amberjack, sharks, tuna, you name it. I'm sponsored by Okuma. I do a lot of their product testing and product reviews, stuff like that. We go for just about everything. Oh, that was a fish. He come up and hit this paddle tail just now. Not sure how he missed something that small. We starting to get pretty hot out here. The wind is dying down. The only bad thing is we may have spooked all the fish out of this area. Let's try a shot downstream. How's the fishing? It hadn't been too bad today. Caught one stripe, 2 big hybrids, and we've had a lot of hits, but a lot of small, little bitty spotted bass. I mean, not bad for a little over an hour fishing. I think here in a second I'm going to let myself just drift, and we're going to bounce this paddle tail. Now that the sun is up real high, fishing is going to slow down a lot. They're about to do construction over here again, so we'll have to leave anyway. It'll be too loud. Get the fluke ready. We'll go ahead and get out in the current. As we're drifting, we'll throw. Once we get done with our drift, I think we'll call it for the live for today, because it's been a pretty decent one. I can see the rock now, so clear. Go get in the channel real quick and let ourselves just go down. away from these rocks right here. Forgot about those rocks, and we're good now. Like my setup? Yeah, I appreciate it. So I was talking about with this kayak though. My big kayak, I can just position myself and I'll just float downstream how I'm positioned. This thing wants to turn around butt backwards. Ooh, it's hot down here, good Lord. That old breeze has done quit away from them rapids. Oh, there's a bunch of turtles on the rock. Hey, buddies. That's pretty neat. Let's see. I'm surprised there's not a hybrid or stripe right here. This usually is a pretty good spot because it bottlenecks in between these rocks. You'll see them in the background in a second as I drift past them. As it bottlenecks right here, a lot of times them stripes will pick up stuff right through here. I think what we're gonna do, what I like to do in this spot now that we're past it, I'm gonna get positioned and we're gonna bottom bounce as we go with this paddle tail. You couldn't use it, Joe. This kayak it's too small for me. You need like a 12-foot, man. Huh. What is that? Fat guy kayak challenge. Right. See that big old boulder coming up on me? Tap away from it real quick. I thought maybe we'd drift that paddle tail and get a hit right there. Usually I hook something big, but I guess today's not the day for it. They're wanting a fluke, just 100% the fluke. I don't know what's up with that. What's that, the bottles? Oh. I wonder if there's a spotted bass over here next to this boulder. I don't think I've ever caught a fish off of this thing. Believe it or not, this river shallows up a lot right here. Huh. Ooh. dude in the tractor just ran into the light. Whew. I bet that one's not waterproof anymore. Yeah, the hybrids are all up in that that white water. I was actually surprised, you know, it's a little late in the season for them. Oh, okay. Yeah, like a little school of shad came in yesterday, and the bass have just been, for the last 2 days, they've been pretty crazy. You want me to take your bait out for a long cast? I think I catch more white bass right there than anything. Catch anything? Yeah, I caught several big hybrids and a striped bass. Missed a few small spotted bass. The giant spotted bass weren't hitting like they were yesterday. I think here in a second, once I get out of the main current, we'll go ahead and end the live for today, because that was a pretty good live for a short live. It's starting to get hot enough. My camera, I can see it's starting to act up. So it'll get overheated and shut off in a few minutes anyway. But I appreciate y'all sticking around. It's been fun. Subscribe to the channel for me if you don't mind. Help me grow. Make sure you like the live stream for me. I wish my camera had been facing so y'all could have seen that guy in the Kubota just slam into one of those light poles. That one ain't waterproof anymore. That thing's crooked now. What's up, Bobcat? There's... Whew. All right, Red Wasp, get out of here, boy. There's another mod. Thanks, Bob. You're a mod now. I caught some big hybrids and a striped bass earlier. Missed a bunch of spotted bass. But it's just getting too hot. My phone's starting to shut off on me. I wish my camera would have been facing the Riverwalk. They're doing construction. You can hear them. A guy just went down the Riverwalk in a Kubota. He was carrying pallets of bricks, slammed into the one of the light poles, man, knocked it crooked. That sucker's not waterproof anymore. Who's mowing the river? So the last flood we had, all the bricks fell off the mural over here on the Riverwalk. So they're grinding all of the, the grout down. And they're going to put new bricks up. So that's what you hear. They're grinding all that mess off. What I don't understand is why they're going to go back with brick. Because we get floods every year. Every year it's underwater. And every year that brick's going to fall right off. At this point, they should have just poured a solid concrete wall. I don't know. I'm not paid the big bucks to think about it. Just seems dumb to me. It's gonna fall right back off next year, because we get 2 or 3 floods every year in the spring. I don't think there's any bass in this area today. I ended my live here yesterday, and as soon as I ended my live, like 20 little bass showed up chasing shad. I hooked a couple, but it don't look like they're here right now. I think it's probably too warm. It's almost over my fishing pole deep right here. Oh, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna end the live stream for today. Just a quick little hour and a half long fishing trip. Did pretty good. I showed y'all some big fish instead of the smaller ones like yesterday. So that's a win. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and I'll catch you back out on the water. Peace.